Hello, everybody, and welcome to the video. Today is episode 5 of Redrop.
No, it's not four. Come on. Like, get out my
Darwin!
What's so fucking
I don't know about you guys, but I've had this fire in my chest the last few days. I've been playing Hello Summoner's War. I mean, I've been going crazy on this game. I've been doing a whole lot, and I'm more than ready to talk to you guys about it. I understand that, especially the last few months with content on this game, it's been lackluster, and that's best case scenario or non-existent. And I finally feel like I've gotten that fire back in my chest. So to compensate for all the shit that you guys have had to deal with the last few months, I'm gonna be uploading every day from now on. Whether it's every day on this, every day on a couple other games, it's just you guys are gonna get content every day on Summoner's War and all these other games. So stay tuned for that. I've already been putting out a couple videos. I know a little over a day ago, I put out a video talking about uh, this challenge that we're going to be doing on the 6th of April. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you a little bit about it now, but I recommend you go and watch that video. I'll put it up on screen, I'll put it in the link. But essentially, on the 6th, I'm doing an unofficial speed run of the game. I'm going to be seeing how fast I can complete all of Kairos, all the Rift Beast, Rift Raid 5, TOA Normal, and TOA Hard. My personal goal that I'm trying to aim for is going to be 3 days. But I've put in some PTO and all that stuff, so your boy's going to go hard. And if you don't think your boy's serious, go watch that video. You'll see how serious I am about it. But that's not the only thing I've been serious about. I've been serious about this account too. I know like the first few videos it's just been meh, but from here on out, we're getting serious. I'm not joking. You think I'm joking? You're like, "Oh, this is another one of those." Nah, I'm gonna stop you there. We're getting serious. To show you how serious I am, we're going to be talking about what I've done for the last week and a half because that's how long it's been since the last episode. So, what have I been doing for the last week and a half, give or take a couple hours? Well, your boy's been farming hella Rift Beast. That's what I told you guys I was going to do. I always think that that's probably the best thing for anyone to do is, the instant you beat a dungeon in any game, sit there and farm it for a while. Just grind over and over and over again and get all the resources that you can out of that dungeon. So by the time you aim for your next goal, you have more than enough resources to probably just get it done altogether. And if you don't have all the resources that you need, worst case scenario, you'll probably only need very little to improve. So I like doing that. It makes my job easier for the next video, right? Even if it means that I have to call it, I have to kind of slow down on the content, and I just have to not put out a video on a specific account for a couple days. I'm more than fine with that. But your boy's gonna be changing the way he does some of these videos. So even if I've been doing nothing but farming, I might give you updates on how well the progress has been going on a certain goal. So if I tell you guys that I want to be aiming for Rift Raid, I'm gonna give you guys a couple videos between now and the completion of that goal to show you just how much progress I've made within any given day. But other than that, though, like I said, been working on a game plan for that challenge. I'm still working on the plan. I'm still revising it. I'm still adding new things. I'm thinking of new ways to increase my chances of succeeding every single day. If you're wondering what changes I've made, you'll get that answer in a couple days because I'm going to give you guys a final video about, you know, my final plan a little bit before the challenge starts, so you guys, know exactly how I'm going to be approaching it. But regardless, what we're going to be doing today in this video is we're going to be going a little bit over what I've been doing in the account, like other than the farming thing. You're going to get to see kind of some of the stuff that I've been messing with. And we're going to do a couple Dragons runs and attempt to complete Dragon's Abyss hard. If we complete it, then we could just straight up move on. If we don't complete it, then I'll tell you what the goals are going to be next. And we'll go from there. So, backing out of that, we'll look at the record because I think it'll be easier to show you here. So your boy's been doing or Giants Keep Abyss hard. I've improved the units a little bit. We'll take a look at those units in a second, but I got it down to a minute and 3 seconds. It is consistent. The worst it's ever been so far is a minute 30 with like Crow dying, I think. But I mean, with where this account is right now, there's always room for improvements. These units do not have the best rooms that they could possibly have. I mean, we could start with looking at Veramos. I apologize. Um, for one, I would like him to have far more speed. I'd like him to at least be around 100 bonus speed. So he needs more speed, which I can easily accomplish with grindstones. His defense is all right. I would like for it to be a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Even if it means I have to sacrifice a little bit of HP, I don't care about his attack. His attack means nothing. Crit rate is decent. It could be a little lower if it means that I'm getting more stats elsewhere. Crit damage is all right. Um, Resistance I don't care about. Accuracy is pretty freaking good. 71% accuracy. I mean, this Veramos is dang near where I want it to be. So we'll take a look at his runes. He's on Blade Despair. This is the best set for Veramos, in case you're wondering. Um, this first rune I love to death. This rune could be better. I don't remember what it was before I threw on accuracy, but clearly this rune could have been way better. But it's a legendary rune. 20% crit damage, 9% crit rate, 9% accuracy, 5% HP, and a nice little bonus of 8% attack. With some grindstones, I could definitely get him more HP. Sorry. Slot 2 speed rune, resistance in the innate substat, defense, crit rate, accuracy, crit damage. I mean, this is fine. It works. All these are okay. I mean, you see, like, how many is there? One, two, three. So that's 3 times 4. That's 12. So I could add 12 more speed onto him, giving me exactly what I want, assuming I get the max roll out of every grind. So once I start getting some more grindstones, I can get him to 100 bonus speed, giving me exactly what I want. So I won't really need to change him much for a while. It's only when I start to farm all the dungeons and I have good runes that I can start to spoil my boy Veramos a little bit, and he deserves it. I mean, he's a really good unit. As for these, I mean, these are just basic ones I threw on to give him extra HP. I mean, I could switch those out for defense, and it's like he'd be fine. But I won't do that. I won't do that. I mean, he's fine as is. There's no improving that I could do at the moment. So with that, let's move on to Crow. I like Crow. I like the way my Crow is. I mean, he has ample HP, pretty decent attack, pretty decent crit damage, decent crit rate. Let's look at his runes. So yeah, I've been grinding his runes, but slot 1 is looking good. I threw in. I'm trying to throw in some accuracy, so he's landing his brand more. But I guess that's the only one that I threw accuracy in on. This rune is okay. It could be better in the sense that I don't really care about his speed, so I could switch out his speed for accuracy. But the crit rate and crit damage is good. I like the flat attack. The flat attack, like some people don't like flat stats on the runes. They like percentages. Flat stats work very well too. You can see here that since you can't put attack percent or flat attack in the substats on a slot 3 rune, I've thrown in flat HP and HP percent, which is what you want. Because even in Giants, it's like, regardless if he's 2-8 or not, it's like he's going to take a good amount of damage. So, it's this is what you want. 20% crit rate, 5% crit damage. This rune could have possibly been better. I think it rolled all into crit rate. Yeah, it rolled all into crit rate. I wish it would have rolled into crit damage just a little bit, because he doesn't need... Actually, no, he did need that crit rate. Never mind, I'm wrong. This rune is pretty decent. Again, flat HP to help with survivability. This rune is perfect, at least for me. And then this rune is decent. It's decent. I prefer the flat HP over the flat attack. And there are these. Let's quickly try to hurry up and get through the rest of them. Where is Naomi? So here's Naomi. 2,247 bonus attack, 190% crit damage, some HP, and some accuracy. I would like to get her HP to at least 10k, her crit damage to at least 200%, and if I can at least do that, then I'd be more than happy. I think like the stats that I should aim for: crit damage, HP, attack, accuracy. Those are the like that's all I should ever want to see in her thing. Like this one, she has all the substats that I want out of her. This one, I have all the substats I want out of her except for that defense. The defense is unnecessary. All the substats I want. Speed doesn't need to be there. Defense doesn't need to be there. I could literally throw in HP and accuracy. Even if it's like the speed could be switched out for HP percent and the defense could be accuracy. If I can find a rune like that, that'd be better. Perfect. Um, and again, speed gone. But there's always going to be improvement that's needed. And this one, these aren't actually that bad. This one is doesn't suit her really at all, but this one is pretty decent on her. So she's doing all right. Harass Veiled. So Harass Veiled, 117 bonus speed, uh, okay attack, okay HP, 75% crit rate, 160% crit damage, and 43% accuracy. Fully skilled up. Here are his runes. If I had to think of 4 stats that he needs: speed, crit rate, accuracy, and HP, for in the substats, right? And if he at least has around 80% crit rate, or 75, I guess, then you can start going crit damage. But this works. So defense percent is unnecessary. Let's see. Do I have? This makes him slower. I'm trying not to get him any slower than he is now, which is a problem. Um, damage. Let's see crit damage. See how this rolls, because if it can go speed and crit damage, fuck. How about this one? Speed and crit damage. Ignore the defense. Sweet. Nice. And then we can go switch that out for crit rate. He might be a little slower, but this is fine. He's still faster than everyone else, probably except for Beladion, but I don't mind Beladion being faster. He loses some accuracy though, but yeah. So I don't think I'm forgetting anyone else, am I? Oh, Beladion. Beladion needs a refresher on her runes, I think. No, actually, she's doing all right. This could be Betor, but I don't have the runes or the gems. This could be better too. He has more than enough speed. I could switch this out for HP percent, and then that would make this better. And that's good. And then those are the artifacts. And just in case this is Lyn, so she's HP or attack or damage HP. These are the runes. So let's take a look at a run. Sorry. Um, why did I show you guys Lyn? Lyn is not on the team. She could be, but she's playing. But Naomi's here to help with clearing the waves. But I won't need to touch my Giants team for a minute, for a good minute. Um, let's see. The only person I would probably change out in the near future is Naomi for Akamamir, because Akamamir is just better than Naomi in dang near every way, other than the quality of runes needed. Like for Naomi, she doesn't need good runes. Um, her runes are so unique that like nobody else uses the runes that she uses. Like think of like how many units need fatal runes that or rage runes that don't have crit rate on it? Very few. Um, and the stats that she's hungry for, again, no one necessarily needs. Uh, this might be faster. There we go. Is that a minute? That ain't that ain't a new time, is it? No, I'm in at 11. So the time. I mean, this is consistent, but the time sits around a minute 3 seconds and a minute 33 seconds. So pretty decent. But let's move on to dragons. So to keep things as quick as possible, because I don't want to drag out this video too long, um, for the time being, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a replacement to fill in the fifth slot because I'll just show you straight up. Um, I've been messing with this. Let's just take Lynn out for a minute. This is kind of what the team looks like. I'm trying to find another unit that's going to help with. I mean, AOE attack bar decreasing. I need a unit that's going to help prevent the enemy from moving. The unit that I want to put in is Tyron. I would like to put Tyron on some damage, right? Which I have not touched Tyron in so long, so he's just Tyron is just tyranning right now, right? But he could be so much better. But the reason I want to put Tyron is I'd like to build him on a little bit of damage, just to help with the waves a little bit. But it's just that skill 3 and skill 2 are goaded. I mean, skill 3 being AoE freezes, which the freeze isn't going to help in the boss stage, but the attack speed slow will. And then if the enemies are slowed, he could decrease their attack bar by 75%, which should help with the crystal. Because the crystal is going to be the biggest issue for us, right? So if I can build Tyron on, I would like his. Oh my god, think, use your words. If I can build him fast enough with a little bit of damage, but mainly prioritizing speed and accuracy, I think Dragon's Abyss is not going to be anything to giggle at, right? Or it's not going to be anything to worry about. But other than that, I mean, possibly Sephiroth, but skill 2 is mainly the biggest help he's giving, other than the damage, which I don't really need that. I could also bring Ryok, but Ryok, no. I mainly need assistance with attack bar reduction, and I think Tyron, for the time being, is the best course of action. I mean, I could take a look at a couple other units. Chilling can always be helpful if, like, I just can't prevent it from happening, but I can't. See, it's like I have Tyron here. I could totally prevent it from happening. Verd is all right now. I want to switch his runes around ASAP. I'd like to get him preferably on Rage Blade, on attack crit damage attack. His substats would be crit rate, crit damage, HP, and speed. I'm not going to put speed slot 2. I'm going to have him slot 2 attack percent. Some speed in the substats. Like, he needs to be okay, like, with speed. I don't think he needs to be the fastest. I think back in the day, I used to think he needed to be fast. You need it to be the fastest. Maybe for arena, you could build a second Verd for arena, but like your PVE Verd should be slow because what's going to happen is everyone's going to move before Verd, and that means their attack bar will be empty. You remember his passive, every time he lands a critical hit, he's increasing the attack bar of all allies by 20%. If he's landing 2 hits, he's increasing the attack bar by 40%. If he's the fastest on the team, most likely your team only has about 10% attack bar left before they get their turn. So you're losing out on 30% attack bar increasing, right? But if everyone moves before him, it's like you're getting so much more out of it, meaning you're taking more turns in the long run. So it's like for right now, I don't like him. I mean, I hate crit rate slot 4s, but for now, this works. Spectra, I messed with him a little bit before the video. I'd like him to remain around the speed he is. HP remain around that much. I like his crit rate or crit damage to be more. His crit rate's fine. I like his accuracy to be a little bit better. But I could probably skill him up. I can do that later. But yeah, let's do run. The Lauren looks awful. Lauren looks awful. I need to get her new runes. So I know that's definitely one thing we'll be working on. But yeah. I'd like to see if I could build a team in which I could take out Lauren and put an AoE defense breaker. Because if I could do that, that'd be very, very helpful. But I need to make sure my Lauren is faster than Spectra, and she's not. So she needs more speed. But yeah, Tyron is going to need to be on a Despair set. Like, Tyron and Lauren need the most love. If I can mess with Tyron and Lauren off video, like guaranteed, probably like tomorrow or the day after, I'll be able to do Dragon's Abyss, guaranteed. I could probably do it now, but it wouldn't be so good, right? Um, but yeah, Tyron is gonna need a bit of loving. Lauren's gonna need a whole lot of loving. Poor neglected child. And the sad thing is, in the beginning, I didn't neglect her. But I keep saying I need to get out of that habit of saying. Yeah, lately I've been feeling this fire in my chest to just make crazy amounts of content for you guys. So I've just been busting my ass off screen to farm a lot. Like I haven't shown you all the units that I've built. Like I've built Abigail. Um, I've been kind of working on Necropolis at the same time, but I need to get Shaman runes. I need to get Shaman some runes, but that doesn't matter right now. Ooh, ooh, Tyron, you're cutting it close. That's why he needs to be faster. Spectre also does need more accuracy. Dots like this don't matter. So that's all. This is doing all right, but this could be so much better. Yeah, 215 is ass. So there's a lot to improve here, but it is what it is. So definitely our goal, and I hope to achieve this goal within the next 2 days. Lauren needs new runes. Tyron needs new runes. Spectra can use a little bit of improvement, but that's mainly what I need to get done. If I can get that done, I doubt that we will need any more time before moving on to the next goal. I mean, we'll be able to get Dragon's Abyss done, and we can move on to Necropolis. But yeah, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think about this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.